to provide us with a 20-kilometer rock that appears once per decade. But more importantly, the trajectory is very unusual. It's aligned with the orbit of the Earth around the Sun.
Something was captured, something real, recorded, and then locked away. No public images, no official release, no press conference, just silence. The James Webb Space Telescope aimed at it, measured it in infrared, studied it carefully, and then sealed the results. When questions started flying, the response was shocking. Even top scientists admitted they don't have access yet. We're told maybe October is the earliest we'll learn the truth. But here's the catch. The object is already here. So if there's really nothing unusual, why is the data hidden? And why does this keep happening? This isn't the first time either. James Webb has turned its powerful eye on strange objects before. It recorded them, then everything vanished behind a wall of excuses. This silence isn't random, it's engineered, built into the very system that controls what we're allowed to see. And here's the part most people don't know. The James Webb Space Telescope isn't run directly by NASA. It's operated by a private research consortium, the Space Telescope Science Institute. And the people who decide what gets released? They're not elected, they're not transparent. They're scientists, sure, but also gatekeepers. Here's how the game works. Each year, a handful of elite institutions win the golden ticket, telescope time. They send in their long-coded proposals, and if approved, they're granted exclusive access to the results. That's right, a public telescope, but private data. For months, even a full year, only the chosen team sees what James Webb really found. They can publish, or they can bury it. They had a choice. And with 3 IATLAS, they chose silence. One team, led by Martin Corder, sent in a proposal. It got the green light. They scanned the object in infrared, captured a full spectral cube, over 40 gigabytes of raw data, and then they locked it away. A 3-month embargo, the minimum weight they could enforce, and they took it. With a single click, they could have waived it, made the data public instantly, but they didn't. Why? Why would a team of scientists, staring at one of the rarest interstellar visitors in human history, choose secrecy? Of course, they'll say it's standard practice, that they need time to analyze, that they deserve the first rights to publish. But come on, this isn't some distant galaxy or a faraway star. This is a traveler moving through our solar system right now, a one-time guest that will never return. So, is this really about academic credit? Or is there something in that data they're not ready to explain? Here's the part that blows the whole excuse apart. A different team, led by Matthew Lykow, also observed 3 IATLAS. They used director's time, and their data, released instantly. Same telescope, same object, 2 results. One hidden, one public. Why the difference? What did the first team see that the second didn't? And it's not just the secrecy that's strange, it's the path itself. Most interstellar objects drift into our system like cosmic tumbleweeds, flung in at wild angles, racing through before vanishing forever. But 3 IATLAS. It breaks the rules. Its orbit is retrograde, moving against the flow of every planet in our system. That alone makes it rare, unnervingly rare. But then things get even stranger. 3 IATLAS isn't just drifting through space at random. It's almost perfectly aligned with the ecliptic, the very plane where Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and all the major planets orbit, just 5 degrees off. That kind of alignment is wildly uncommon. Most interstellar debris blasts in from steep angles, wild and chaotic. But 3 IATLAS? It slides in flat, smooth, stable, like it was calculated. And the route? That's what really raises eyebrows. First Mars, then Venus, then Jupiter. 3 planetary encounters in that exact order, like it's touring the inner solar system. Mars, the red desert. Venus, the burning hellscape, Jupiter, the massive gas giant. A lineup of extremes. But here's the kicker. That sequence is backwards from the natural pull of gravity. It's not falling inward. It's not being dragged along. It's almost as if 3IATLAS picked its path on purpose. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, known for stirring the pot, didn't look the other way. He crunched the numbers. He calculated the odds of this trajectory happening purely by chance. The result? 1 in 20,000. He said it straight. The trajectory is very unusual. It's aligned with Earth's orbit. The timing brings it close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. The chance of this happening by coincidence? 1 in 20,000. And let's be clear, this isn't some internet rumor or TikTok theory. This was peer-reviewed, published, debated, yes, but never dismissed. And yet the mainstream response? Shrugs, silence, a wave of the hand, like nothing's going on. They brush it off as coincidence, just natural dynamics, nothing intentional. But let's be real. 3 interstellar visitors in only 8 years, after centuries of cosmic silence, first Oumuamua, then Borisov, now Atlas, and every single one carried anomalies, showing up too fast to study properly, leaving more questions than answers. So, what changed? Have these things always slipped by unnoticed? Or are we drifting into a new stretch of the galaxy where they suddenly come closer? And if that's true, what else could be on its way? Because this doesn't look like chance. It looks like a pattern. The same corridor, the same angles, the same cosmic choreography. A comet should be messy, random, pure chaos. But 3IATLAS? It feels deliberate. A path, a scan, a mission, like a probe checking off planets as it passes. And if it's scanning, then who or what might be listening? Here's the problem. The clock is ticking. 3IATLAS is here now, moving nearly 60 kilometers per second, fast enough to escape the sun's grip completely. Its path is hyperbolic, wide open, never to return. And just when it's about to reveal its biggest secrets, we're about to lose it. By late October, Atlas hits perihelion, its closest approach to the sun. That's when it should blaze brightest, shedding ice, gas, and dust, exposing its true composition under solar fire. But guess what? We won't see it. From Earth, it will be perfectly hidden behind the sun, a cosmic blackout. Ground-based telescopes? Useless. Hubble? Blinded by the glare. Even James Webb, sitting a million miles away at L2, is restricted. It can't risk pointing too close without frying its optics. Think about that timing. We wait years, even decades, for interstellar visitors. Finally, one comes close enough, bright enough, mysterious enough, and just when the truth could spill out, we lose it in the sun's shadow. Right at the very moment it could reveal everything, there's still a thin sliver of hope. 2 spacecraft already out there in the void are drifting closer to 3IATLAS than anything else we've got. NASA's Psyche, en route to a metal-rich asteroid. ESA's JUICE, heading for Jupiter's icy moons. Both will sweep within just 0.3 to 0.4 astronomical units of Atlas during its peak activity. Close enough to glimpse it, maybe even study it. But here's the catch. Neither of these missions was built for this. To observe Atlas, they'd have to change course, burn precious fuel, and gamble everything. In deep space, every maneuver is survival. Every drop of propellant is life or death. Do they take the shot or let it slip away? That decision isn't made by the public. It's mission teams, engineers, administrators, people who may not believe this object is worth the risk. But what if it is? What if this is humanity's one chance to see an interstellar traveler up close, to capture raw footage, to analyze its dust, its light, its structure, not from afar, but from inside its very shadow? And then comes the wild card, a radical idea. Avi Loeb has suggested using Juno, currently orbiting Jupiter, to pull off a last-minute slingshot toward 3IATLAS. On paper, it could work. With a perfectly timed boost, Juno might intercept the object in early 2026. Imagine that, the first time we actually chase down a visitor from another star. But reality bites. Juno's main engine is crippled, its fuel reserves low, and the mission already on borrowed time. Most experts dismiss the plan as fantasy. Too risky, too late. Yet the thought lingers. If it worked, even once, it would be historic. Because once Atlas swings past Jupiter, that's it. Its coma fades, its spectrum dissolves, and it vanishes into the background static of deep space. Just another ghost, lost forever. And we'll be left staring at hard drives full of numbers, wondering what secrets slipped through our fingers. In space, there is no rewind. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about: money and politics. Every maneuver in deep space costs fuel, but it also costs dollars. Budgets are already stretched thin, and mission planners know that taking a gamble on 3 IATLAS means diverting from original goals. Careers are built on safe missions, not on chasing cosmic mysteries. So the safe call? Stick to the plan. But what does that mean for the rest of us? It means humanity could let a 1 in a million opportunity pass right by, just because no one wanted to sign the risk form. Think about it. This isn't just another rock. This is an interstellar traveler, a messenger from outside our solar system. And yet, the final decision rests not with the public, not with dreamers or explorers, but with committees, paperwork, administrators who don't see the bigger picture. They'll say it's responsible, they'll say it's safe, but safe doesn't make history. Safe doesn't answer the question of what 3 IATLAS really is. If the spacecraft won't pivot, then the only eyes we'll have are Earthbound. And what happens then? October's blackout, blinding sunlight, months of silence. By the time it emerges again, the chance for real discovery will be gone. The window will have closed forever. And yet, behind the scenes, whispers say not everyone agrees. Some insiders hint that at least one mission team is quietly lobbying for a last-minute course correction. Could they break ranks? Could someone actually risk it all to chase the truth? Meanwhile, conspiracy talk is already exploding. Why is this object treated so differently? Why hide data? Why hesitate to chase it? Why bury the best opportunities under bureaucracy? Online, the theories spread fast. Some say 3 IATLAS isn't just another comet. They call it a probe, an artificial visitor, maybe even a piece of alien tech drifting in plain sight. Others argue it's a natural object, yes, but carrying unknown compounds, materials never seen before in our solar system. Either way, silence from official channels only fuels suspicion. And here's the wild part. Amateur astronomers are stepping in. Independent observatories, backyard telescopes, even private satellite operators are racing to track ATLAS before the blackout. Some claim to have already seen flickers, strange changes in brightness, as if the object is pulsing. Is it venting gas? Is it rotating in a controlled way? Nobody knows for sure because the professional data is locked away. And that's what turns a mystery into a scandal. When the public sees secrecy, they imagine the worst. The truth? Whatever Atlas is, we may never know. By the time data trickles out through journals, the story will be old. The excitement buried in technical papers nobody outside the field ever reads. But right now, in real time, the object is moving, it's glowing, and it's doing things that don't line up with the standard playbook. Maybe it's natural, maybe it's not. But the timing, the trajectory, the blackout, it all feels too perfect, too suspicious, like we're being set up to miss something big. And still, the strangest detail of all hasn't been explained. 3 IATLAS isn't just glowing like a comet, it's glowing unnaturally bright, with an almost electric halo that doesn't match ordinary ice and dust. Some astronomers describe it as a reactor glow, far too intense for something that's supposed to be frozen debris. If that glow really is nuclear-like, What does it mean? Could this thing be powered? Could it be generating its own energy instead of just reflecting sunlight? NASA and ESA won't say. They point to instrument calibration, spectral artifacts, or outgassing. But those excuses sound thinner by the day, especially when the raw images remain hidden. And remember, the last time we saw something this weird was Oumuamua in 2017, when Avi Loeb suggested it might be an artificial object. That debate still rages today, and 3IATLAS looks even stranger. Now the question becomes unavoidable. Are we looking at a natural wanderer, or are we staring at technology? If it's natural, then fine. We log it, study it, and move on. But if it's not, then this is the first time humanity has ever confirmed something built beyond our solar system. And think about it. The timing, the path, the secrecy, the blackout, and now this unnatural glow. It all stacks up into a puzzle that doesn't feel random. One thing is certain. When Atlas swings past the sun, if we miss our chance, it's gone for good. And all we'll be left with are rumors, whispers, and the burning thought that maybe, just maybe, we let history slip away right in front of us. No second chances, just motion and silence. Here we are, with the most advanced telescope humanity has ever created, pointed at a visitor from another star. And what do we get? Nothing. Not because Webb failed, not because the data was corrupted, but because someone, somewhere, chose silence. They tell us it's protocol, that it's about research rights, about giving scientists time to publish. But this isn't some quasar 10 billion light-years away. This is here, now inside our solar system, and the clock is running out. The data exists. The spectra are real. The high-resolution infrared maps? They're sitting on hard drives, locked away. Maybe they show nothing, just dust, ice, rock. But maybe not. Maybe what Webb captured in that sharp infrared spike, in that strange spectral trace, was something no one is ready to explain. Maybe it's not about hiding forever. Maybe it's about buying time. Time to reframe, to prepare, to rewrite the story before the public sees it raw. Because ask yourself, what if the truth isn't just scientific? What if it's existential? What if something is out there, not just drifting through space, but watching? And what if this has been happening far longer than we realize? We once believed the universe was quiet, predictable, empty, but that illusion is cracking, and all that's left staring back at us is the unknown. If you're ready to keep digging into mysteries they don't want us to see, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment below. What do you think 3IATLAS really is?